Hey, it is morning devotions for Believer's House, and I'm Cynthia Martin, as always. I'm here and I'm sharing with you out of Matthew chapter 6 today. And Matthew chapter 6 has several different topics within it, but really as an overview, as you look at the whole chapter, for me, it is a chapter that is really about devoting ourselves to the Lord. And what do I mean by that? Lisa Tirkist, I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name. She says, not acting, but for an audience, performing for an audience of one. I think that's actually in a book called Practicing His Presence. And what that means to me is when we live our life, right, including giving to the poor and forgiveness. With this chapter, Matthew chapter 6 talks about giving to the poor and forgiveness and fasting and laying up our treasures in heaven. When we're doing that because of God, we do that because we're so in love with Him. The things that we do here are result out of that because we want to please Him, right? We forgive because we want His forgiveness, and we know that it pleases Him. And we give to the poor because our heart is full of mercy and compassion, because His is full of mercy and compassion. And we fast because we want more of Him, and we want to see things broken off of other people because we want them to be free, because we know that He wants them to be free, right? And we're laying up treasures in heaven because that's really where we're living for, because we're not of this world, we're of that world, we're of the kingdom. And so that's what this chapter was about for me. And there's several really great pieces of scripture in here, and I may break this down in some other devotionals, just because there's so much in Matthew chapter 6. There's talk about prayer and how to pray, and praying for Him, and praying because we want to connect with Him, not because we want others to see. We're fasting because we want breakthrough, not because we want others to think that we're pious. So there's really so much in here, but that's truly what it's about. And so as always, I like to ask a question in our devotion today, and out of Matthew chapter 6. What are you performing for? Are you performing for the kingdom? Are you storing up the treasures in heaven? Are you fasting, and are you praying, and are you doing things for the poor because you want to honor God and you want more of God and you have God's heart in your life? Those are the questions that I'm asking